Hello. I'm having some technical issues right now. Farm Sim is refusing to load. This is not going to plan at all. Farm Sim is just straight up refusing to load. Hey, Soren. No, I don't speak Danish, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Oh, maybe Farm Sim will load now. Maybe... Oh, was that what was causing the problem? That's what was causing the problem. Okay. Need new name for multiplayer. There we go. Can I play something else then? It's working now! It was actually the G27 software that was causing the problem. Looks like we're at 4 slots filled already. As I tab out to get my wheel working the way that I want it to. There we go. Kind of. Can I do derpy stuff? You can't just ask me to do derpy stuff. That just happens. Nightbot better be working. Doesn't seem to want to put it in, so there you go. Do I play with webcam? Yes. Which will be switched on in a moment. I'm just waiting for the game to load in. Actually, I can do this. Waiting for the game to load in, so just bear with. Hello. Has YouTube murdered Nightbot again? I don't know what's wrong with Night... no. Okay, YouTube hasn't murdered Nightbot again, it's just being slow. Oh, this is the first load problem. You're in the server, very nice, Tommy. This is an initial load issue. For some reason, I don't know why, every time I open Farm Sim, the initial load into a save is just super slow. Hey, Liam. How am I? I'm good. How are you? You're my biggest fan, yet you didn't know if I use a webcam. Hey, Maddie. I need to send you another message on Facebook tonight because it's been slipping my mind. I also need to go to bed early because I need to get to the post office like tomorrow to get the C64s sent off. And ooh, games. Yay, game's loaded. Let's just log in as admin real quick. There we go. Feeling a bit low today, that sucks. Why is it locking like that? No, don't do that. There we go. What needs to be done? Hopefully... oh, the map's not loaded in fully. Carturix! Not on Discord, hang on. There we go. Stream is super laggy. No? It looks fine to me. It might have been super laggy because I was tabbed out. I have... oh, that potentially needs doing. Unless the guys are up here after seeing the... I don't know. Let's do some harvesting, I guess. Hey, Edward. How are we today? Late, because I woke up late and I had breakfast late, and also there's a new washing machine in the house because the old one died yesterday. But it didn't die, we just don't know what went wrong, and it was one of those situations where... Oh, what button did I put it to this time? There we go. One of those situations where it was easier to just get a new one than to try and get a plumber out or electrician out to figure out what was wrong with the old one. I do need to fix my sleep schedule. To be honest, that is... No, how do... This button. No, this button. No, this button. This button. That button. I swear I bounced something up to that. Just putting the wrong header. This is the correct header for this combine, it's just that it's a case header. Like, this is the header that goes with this combine on the server. The reason that I don't have the Fent header was because, or the ideal header, is actually because initially there was a bug with it where it would crash the server if it was put onto a header trailer. Which isn't exactly ideal. Here we go. It's very strange not having any force feedback, so I need to tab out in a second and fix that. Hello, Tom. Charlie, you keep going. This is my own idiocy causing this. Okay, Deutschfire is coming in, so I can tab out. This is gonna make life a bit easier. No, not that one. That one. Done. Good. Perfect. Headers are built in. Yeah, that too in HF. It just saves us having to faff around with header trailers for it. You're up all night because your friend is upset. Seems to be the supportive person. Yeah. Ow. Something's wrong with my arm here. There's... That is not right. So I may be streaming one-handed today because I need to just not aggravate that arm for some reason. Putting up the Christmas lights outside a few minutes now, hopefully. Very nice. Our tree went up the other day. It is a glowing beacon in the corner of the living room. Because it's, I think it's about a 6-foot tree and it's got about 1,000 lights on it. My mother really likes Christmas lights. Really likes them. So the Christmas tree is a glowing beacon in the corner. Hello, Deutschfire. Thank you very much for joining the server. You don't have force feedback? Yeah, I didn't either, Tom. If you're on a G27, enable the override for, like, centering spring for force feedback games. That's what I meant when I said, oh, I need to fix the force feedback. Hey, Golgo. I think it was actually the bug was like a very specific one. It was if you use the ideal to pull the big header trailer for the ideal header with the header on it, it would crash the server. Hey, Silva. And this was discovered by Landy's server, which is why I got this on. Well, I got this on mine because I'm lazy and wanted a bigger header. What exotic breakfast did I have today? I had. If I grab it here. Where's the webcam? I had curry flavor noodles. Also, this is the amazing pot noodle that I keep talking about. It's quite large. You love Christmas, but you've only got a little 3-foot tree. Hey, size ain't important. As long as it's a glowing beacon of hope, it's fine. Breakfast of Champions. Yeah, Breakfast of Champions about 10 minutes ago. Have I tried the ideal header recently? I haven't tried it at all. Did they fix the ideal header? I have no idea. You had baps with fried eggs, you already had the exam before you realised no bit. I mean, an eggy bap is a fine, but it is a good breakfast in itself. Do I live in my bedroom or have a... There's a whole house, but I do keep everything, everything useful to me near my bed. So, if I use it regularly, and we'll say it's on my desk, I know where it is. Like, this is something I never use, but it's on my desk. A measuring tape. I don't know why it's here, but it's here. Should you get FS19? Absolutely. Oh, hang on. It's coming into the Christmas season. We need... Whoops. That was the wrong button. We need our Christmas lights on. We need the flashing lights. All of the flashing lights. There we go. We've got a very Christmassy ideal. By the way, are there any Christmas tree mods out yet? Because I might put one, like, I'm gonna make an exception to my mod of an FSUK only rule for a Christmas tree. Are there any Christmas tree mods out anywhere? If so, shoot me a link on Discord. Listen to stream on your phone. That's fair enough. We need someone to turn all the lights to green and red. I think you can do that as well, Foxtrot, through the XMLs. I think you can actually do that. Though it's far, I've got plenty of fuel, but thank you anyway. I love that! Just the pickup slowly creeping up beside me, thinking that I wouldn't see it. You wouldn't be able to, you're being a console player. Yeah, I mean... PC get the shiny things that break stuff. There is a Christmas tree mod, but it doesn't look too good. Okay, I'll clarify the question. Is there one that looks okay? Hello, Blash. Because, like, you guys know that I'm very picky at mods intentionally, so... Is what I'm... No. I am not downloading mods from scumhub.us. Like, I know I call some sites dodgy, I call a lot of sites dodgy, but scumhub.us is the original dodgy site. That is, like, if you don't trust one website, don't trust scumhub.us or today. Like, No. The John Deere tractors sound like they're struggling. I think all the tractors do to a certain extent. Charlie, if you pull in just a bit more once I'm past you there, perfect. This, by the way, is why I like using the wheel. Is it just allows me to be a bit more precise with my movements. Same one from 17. Yeah, if there's no good Christmas tree mods, it's not the end of the world. I'll just go without a Christmas tree in Farm Sim this year. Because the release was a bit of an odd time compared to the traditional Farm Sim release. Charlie, don't unload into the trailer! Unload into the silo. You can do that with the combine. I don't know if you realize this, but you can. No, don't worry, I didn't tell you not to until I realized you were going to. It's just much more convenient to unload into the silo. How long would I expect till the map comes out? I would expect like January, February time we'll start seeing maps. Oh, wow, there's input lag. Watch this, okay? That is some real input lag right there. Oxen David's done with his new one, and I believe he's sending it to his tester soon. And just FYI, I'm not one of the testers for this one. Why do we have this over the... Oh dear. Can I afford what I'd need to do? Oh good lord, no. No, we cannot afford that. That would have been fun though. How much do we have in storage? I might be able to scrounge up money. 13,000 litres of that, 6,000... Oh, we got like nothing in storage. Well, there is some sugar beets that need doing. I think Silver News said the Marvel Banner's done. It's all done bar the testing by his own testers. Which means that it's not done at all and is still kind of a bit of time away from release. Logging maps on Mod Hoster. I'm not downloading maps from Mod Hoster. I'm kinda... I've made the decision to be overly picky with mods in 19, and I know some of you guys are going to hate it, some of you are going to love it. The console guys in particular are probably going to love it. But I'm only going to be using mods from FSUK and Giants Mod Hub, also known as the mods that have been tested by somebody somewhere. Why is that not unfolding? We have to unfold the header separately, okay. I'm hoping these are ready to be harvested, because if they're not, then I'm gonna make a fool of myself. Oh, they are. Good. Let's do a sugar beet harvest. I will be adding mods to the multiplayer in time, yeah. I'm just kind of enjoying having this server be vanilla for now, because it's the best performance you can get in Farm Sim. You know, once mods start getting added, there's a small bit of extra lag, there's a small bit of extra frame rate drops. So, I want to try and keep the server performing as well as I can. But I think the tests on Marble Manor will take very long. I think Oxy said it's going into testing just before Christmas. So, going off the kind of traditional length of testing that happens on Frontier Designs maps, probably February time you can be expecting to see that kind of being ready for the mod hub. Because the Frontier guys do quite a thorough test, and Oxy likes the map being thoroughly tested, so it'll be going to Field 11. I'm already harvesting, Doits. What do you want me to harvest in Field 11? What do you want me over here for? How did this happen? It's been like that for a while. How did I not see it if it's been like this for a while? Doits, could you grab the, I'm gonna go back to the... Why am I doing it like this when I could just do this? Could you grab, like, the wheel loader or something and just bonk it over? Also, I'm gonna make a change to this game slightly. Crop destruction is now off. Can I look to see if you're in the server? You should be. Yes, it's saying you're in the server, Charlie. I'll see how this is currently being tested. Is there another map currently being tested? Marble Manor is the only one that I know of that's made it as far as being even privately tested right now. Or in the very near future. If I'm being a bit more precise. I know Nathan's working on a map and Dusty's working on a map, but they're both still very much in the working on a map stage, not in the, oh, they're testing the map now stage. So I don't know, like, here's the thing, is like, this isn't new. There being slow development of maps at the beginning of a game isn't a new thing. Charlie, you might be better serve finding something else to do, because, like, I'm not even half full yet. Hey, Brendan. I'm doing good, how are you, dude? Have I hit a sandcastle or something? Diets, I'm fine for fuel, thanks. Did you bunk over the overloader imajig? Hey, Rainbow. How many can join the server? Tonight's not server, sir. Courtesy of Nitrado, who, shameless shilling to the server sponsor here. You should totally go to Nitrado for all of your server needs. Not so shameless shilling here, because I'm gonna be dead serious about this. Nitrado have some of the best servers for Farm Sim. Some of the most reliable, trustworthy servers. Like you guys know, I was with Very Games in the past, and that server was very reliable, very good. By WBF. Oh, yeah, no. No. I'm probably not going to touch that map. Because it's a convert of an FS11 map. No thanks. New mods should show on the mod hub in mid-January. Yeah. Like, there's going to be pretty much no new mods on the mod hub between now and mid-January. And WBF's map, I might play if it releases before any other maps, just so that I got a non-Giants map. But it's not something that I'm particularly looking forward to, because I never liked the map that he's converting. Hey, kid. So that's not me knocking WBF, it's me knocking the map that he's working on. Don't think Silver News said that. Silver doesn't know everything, Peter. there was a period when he was starting off Silver News, and I'm not making this up. There was a period when he was starting off Silver News where me and Landy and Sim and the guys on TeamSpeak would literally just feed him the news that happened. Granted, now he's finding it himself, but there was a period at the beginning where almost every story was like at least a day late because it was fed to him via TeamSpeak. See you, Tom. There are no animals on the map. Well, that's sorted by the placeable Deutz placeable system. Trying not to flip it again. The steering wheel am I using? Logitech G27. This is my baby. I love it. To a certain extent. I want to get a new wheel, but I can't afford it, so I'll deal with the issues I have with the G27 for as long as I can, basically. Charlie, what are you doing? Use a joystick. Oh, Thrustmaster joystick. I've got a Thrustmaster joystick, but I'm not going to use it for Farm Sim because it's a HOTAS. And also because I've got like no space left on my desk. There was a period when I was using the joystick where I'd literally have the mouse in one of the shelves. One of the drawers of my the chest of drawers beside me. I know animals isn't an issue anymore, Faye. That's the thing, is like, you can place the animals down. But the problem is that, there's no available tasks for them. Or is there no available tasks? I don't know. No triggers or sell points for them. A percent am I at? I don't know, it doesn't say a percent anymore, Charlie, and that's really annoying. I would say if I had to guess at a percentage, about 90. So I will actually empty here. Can I turn off crop destruction? I already did. Or if that was just a general question, yes, you can. Yeah, this wheel for a while, but you sold it again. See, I like the G27. It's good for... If you're playing Farm Sim only, you don't necessarily need a good wheel, but I tend to play a lot of racing games as well, so I need something, just for my own personal preference, something with half-decent force feedback, and the G27 fills that role nicely. Going to fuel 11. Deutz, I'm trying... Deutz! What have you done now? Where should you put it? Apparently you can store it in the silo. Because it's claiming there's stuff in the silo, which I find hard to believe, but... I mean, you can try. Using Google Translate to ask questions. Google Translate's getting better. You can? That's a bit silly. Hey, Rose. Jam345 is joining the server. Hello, Adam. So we got Sinking Simulator going on here for a few minutes. While we do, I will just say, if you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're on 11. I'd like to get 50 likes, but we've only got like 36 people in here, so I don't know if that... Can you join? If you're on PC, absolutely. Just use that information to join, assuming... Yes, it will post. Google Translate doesn't work well with most languages. Watch out for synchronizing, could be an hour. Well, here's the thing, is like synchronizing just happens and I deal with it. I don't like it. But, you know, having talked Lithian into explaining why synchronizing happens during the previous streams, there's a really good reason that it's a thing. It's not popular, I know. It's not the greatest thing, I know, but it's a necessary evil for multiplayer. Just because there's so much information FarmSim has to send over and back. What should you do on the server? Find something to do, Jameson. Don't... There's no point asking me what you should do, because I struggle sometimes to find stuff that I can do. Just find something to do. The server isn't like me bossing it around, it's for you guys to play FarmSim on. You know, I don't necessarily... I don't come on it other than streams, for the most part. But it's not something that I want to boss you guys around on. It's something that, if anything, you guys can boss me around on. You know, this server's for you guys. I think, what's the details? Hey. There's the details. I love my Stream Deck. Seriously, like, if you stream, a Stream Deck is a godsend, because it just makes life so much easier. I need to put more commands onto that. Thinking out loud there. Jameson, how bad is your internet? Just out of curiosity. Nightbot is back. I know. It's just easier to hit a button on my Stream Deck than to say use !Daddy Deets. Especially when I'm not in the game, like not really in the game. How much is a Stream Deck? Quite expensive. It's something that you want to know that you're primarily going to be streaming to do. Rubbish. Ah, good. This could be quite a long sync then. If you join the Discord, will the stream here? No, I've got the Discord room set up so that only select people can talk. It's an intentional thing that I've done. Woodshed is coming on. Crofter390 is joined, as is Harry Quick. This is why it's taking so long. It's a triple sync. That explains a lot. Your internet's not bad, Quick, but when there's a triple sync, it causes extra issues for some reason. I don't know why it causes extra issues, but it does. But don't I should say about me not like having a specific setup in the Discord to talk during streams. It's not because I don't trust you guys, it's because I've seen so many streams where people have just had open mics on Discord as an option, and it just becomes a mess because everybody ends up talking over each other and the stream gets horrifically derailed, and there'd be no way that I could really interact with chat, and it just wouldn't be fun to watch. You love Sinking Simulator? Hey, Jack, I didn't miss you there. Hello. You'll cart for me. There's no real need to cart for me because this harvester fills up quite slowly. But it's not like that's the reason that I have a role set up to talk during streams. Hello, Luke. You won't go on the train tracks as much. I think Charlie's carting, isn't he? But again, I don't think there's much of a need to cart for me. Number one, because we're in Sinking Simulator. Number two, because this thing fills up super slowly. Oh dear. So y'all having a nice Wednesday? How's everybody's week going so far? Y'all enjoying our Wednesdays? What am I getting for Christmas? I'm actually getting a little netbook. I'm getting a little netbook for Christmas because I've got a project that I want to do that would be a lot easier if I had like a netbook that I can just work on wherever. What mouse and keyboard I have? I've got an Already something or other keyboard and a Logitech G402 mouse. A netbook Adam. It's a little mini laptop that basically all it can do is connect to the internet. Oh dear, this is a 6-minute long sync, by the way. Another day of snowfall, not a lot fell down. I mean, you can always look on the bright side. Theirs could have been a lot worse. Could have been a blizzard. I think what I'm going to do after this sync is lock the server down and close it because this is ridiculous. Hey, Yuso! Still haven't been to the post office. I meant to go today, but I woke up late. Gina 20 shifter, Logitech. I want the Logitech side panel. That looks so useful. Like, that would be something that I'd love as a side panel. So I'm gonna close the server after this sync. Just because we've now been in this sync for nearly 10 minutes, and yeah, what I'm gonna do in the future for multiplayer streams is I am going to announce in Discord before that there's going to be a multiplayer stream, and hop onto the server, and just before I start the actual stream I'm going to close the server, and that's going to be it. I'll open it for a bit midway through if there's slots open, but I'm not going to have I'm not going to have the server open all the time because this is a complete and utter joke. Like, this is ridiculous now. Yay for MP! Boo for a sync that's been going on for the last 10 minutes. Farming 100 has left the server. Is this gonna end the sync? No, it's not gonna end the sync. Farming 100 didn't even get to play because of this sync. We have Christmas holidays from now to the 2nd of January. Very nice. How do I... I know because my parents don't know what to get me. Can I put... Yeah, I'll put it on YouTube as well, Reese. Yeah, quick. Because this is... You know, we've been syncing for 10 minutes now. This isn't fun to watch. This isn't fun to do. And this is why I didn't like multiplayer in 17, is because, like, no disrespect to you guys, but some of you have atrocious internet, and it just results in this happening, and me sitting here for 10-15 minutes waiting for somebody to sync into the game. It still won't open. I don't know what the problem is then, APH. Check your log, I guess. Hey, Dusty. What's seen Sidmatics do John Deere combines, almost done, looks good as the STSs, which are the older, bigger John Deere combines. Cool. See you, so. You've missed nothing. You probably will miss nothing. Oh, good lord, the sync is done. Right. I'm gonna bring up the BRB screen. Hang on a second. That was... Farming 100 is playing a dangerous game. He's the one that caused the super sync. Because I can look in through the server logs and ban him off camera. Like, if he's intentionally crashing his game or causing super long syncs, I can ban him off camera. Did you eat dinner now? Fair enough. What happened? Farming 100's joining again. He joined at the start of the super sync. If somebody wants to troll me like this, fine. But, you know, that just means they'll get banned after the stream. So that they can't do this crap again. Or they'll have to buy a new copy of the game to do it again. Makes trolling very expensive if you want to do it consistently to somebody. A ban is a ban, yeah. That's the best thing. And I can do it without even being on the server. I can access the server logs. And, access the ban list off, like, without even being in game. So it doesn't bother me. You're gonna join 4G, but maybe not now. I think after this, I'm just gonna close the server down after this. Is Sharon to come to 19? No. No, it's not. That's a map that's better off left behind. Yeah, if he's not in the game... Okay, yeah, he's getting banned after the stream. Let me just and as a result of that, direct result of that, I was gonna leave the server open, but there we go, server's closed. Just to prevent Syncing Simulator from being half the bloody stream. I'll reopen the You can't get instructors. You have to join a farm crofter. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got 7 people in. You have to join the pink farm crofter to be able to get into the tractors. So, it's not too bad that I've closed the server. Was that you trying to join again, Jameson? Farming 100? Hey, Nathan. It's going good. No, it wasn't. I think it was Farming 100 was causing the super sync. And trying to join... Oh wait, Woodshed, was that you? Like, if one of you guys in here are Farming 100 and it wasn't intended as trolling, just let me know. Because right now the only conclusion I can come up with is that somebody was trying to troll and failing miserably. When he's done, I have no idea. I know Jamison's in the game. He said it in the game chat, so don't worry. I know Jamison isn't Farming 100. But I'm giving whoever actually is a chance to... Wasn't you. Okay. Just because of the 100 at the end of your name. I'm gonna, just for admins, real quick, just pop the current password into the Discord. Yeah, if one of the admins wants to join, I do have the current password in the admin room in Discord. Quick, I don't need that big of a trailer. Hey, Oxy. Plenty of people have been asking about Marwell today. How's progress on that, Mr. Just gonna sit down and chill? Because you're already done? Or mostly done. Charlie, it would appear that you forgot to unload one of your trailers. Time to test now. Very nice. So, oh dear. You're gonna force the Easter eggs again, aren't you? I'm slightly scared, but also slightly excited to see what nonsense you managed to get through testing this time. Gonna have to find a funny cartoon character for Landy. Oxy, just literally a picture of a potato. See if you can get Giants to pass through Landy Kid with a picture of a potato. The logo for Chellington. Oh my god, that would be hilarious! Deutzfar, what the hell are you doing? Chellington fanboy picture for Landy. Exactly! That would be perfect. Harvesting beats Deutz, no. I know that I've pinned you there, Harry, but just leave it where it is. It's unloading just fine. Come back to me harvesting beets. Well, at least the super sink is done. Also, guys, could you just maybe not abandon combines in really horrific positions? Thanks. What is this monstrosity? This is Farm Sim 19, Tom. This is what happens when I have a server. Why are there two combines in the sugar beet field? I have no idea, Martin. I have absolutely no idea, but there are two combines in a sugar beet field. I have trapped Deutz with the sandcastles I built 3 weeks ago. Just dump the beets into the silo, which apparently you can do, despite the fact that it makes no sense whatsoever. Also, if you're around and you want to join into the game, I'll send you the temporary password if you want. Well, that's what you get for trying to bring the combine into the beet field, isn't it? I've got like no beets, Charlie. There's no point in me even thinking of unloading right now. Hang on, did you flip the case and then jump into the combine, Deutz? This input lag is gonna kill me. How would a crop harvester make sense in a beet field? Ask Deutz. I think he was going for a joke, but it failed. I can add your name with a heart by it. That is the latest subscriber, Charlie. The most recent subscriber, and that's 6 days old now. The 3-2 farmer. If you're subscribing and you want to see your name on screen, make sure your subs are set to public. Welcome back, Yuso. You didn't win? Well, surely you've won enough recently. Surely you've won enough stuff recently, Yuso, to not be too upset if you're not winning once. Some bale for... Why do we need bales? We only just finished cleaning up the horrific mess of bales that we had 2 days ago. Or a few days ago. Welcome back, Dusty. Hope the little one's well fed now. You think it's grass bales? Okay. Every time I pass by, this gets worse. Also, it might have been me, but who unloaded beets in a big long line going down along the side of the field there? Hey, Dagmar. Charlie, why did you do that? Get yourself the telehandler, go clean it up. Or I'll get the telehandler and go clean it up. Go through the grain door. Clean it up, Charlie. It's like a lot of toddlers loose in the machines. I know, it's like herding cats at times, I swear. The server will be open at 6:30, probably not. Due to a troll who's getting banned after the stream. You drive tractors in real life, yet you don't know to not drive straight ahead of a big beet harvester. Oh, this thing has an hydraulically suspended cab too. Dice, hit me one more time, I dare you. Days like this when I remember why I didn't do multiplayer in 17. Why I stopped doing multiplayer in 17. Why can't I fold this? Pipes it. Oh, is that why? Oh, that was why. It seems like a really odd reason to... Oh dear. I don't know if I can reattach that. I can just live there. The server trolling does need to stop. Especially the trolling where people tab into vehicles near me and just park up behind me to annoy me. Yeah, get GD, I might not do multiplayer streams anymore. Although I can just do this to solve at least some problems. And yes, that was mean, but he has been trolling the crap out of me all day. Can I just... Why? Because you've done nothing but troll. Every time I've seen you, you've been trolling. What's the name of the server's closed at the moment, Iskren? Due to just me being annoyed with trolls. Do you think you're a troll? No? You've not done anything to make me think that at all yet, Iskren. Problem is if I open the server again, there's gonna be one name that I know I'll see again, who just joins to leave and cause a sink. Joe, I will open the server again and we'll see how it goes. So let's just bring up the BRB screen while I change back to the normal password. There we go. So there's the server info. If you're on a troll, you'll get swiftly kicked. So I'm being nice, I haven't banned anybody off the server yet. But, if the trolling continues, the bans will begin. How many slots are open? It should be 2. Maybe 3. Nathan, you could have come on when the server was closed. I put the temporary password that was there into the admin room. How many coordinators are there? Because Field 8. Field 8! Should we do something fun with Field 8? Hey, GD. Should we do something fun with Field 8? Because somebody was suggesting it. Now that I see the amount of corn we have, I think it might be an idea. You're not in the admin room? How are you not in the admin room? Are you even in my Discord, Nathan? There you go. Yes, well, I can't do anything while we're sinking. There we go. Let's get this back to the art and then I'll get the item. Or items. Because I'll need to cheat some money in. So avert your eyes if you don't like cheating. Yes, because I did it during the sink. Just join the server assuming there's a slot. Oh. Oh. The server's full. You can't join the server, I'm afraid, because it's full. Why is there a combine header just parked across the road like this? So let's see how much we need. That should be enough. Can I get a proper size trailer? Why? We've got 2 big old trucks. Hey, Alfie. See, the lights fires back. Yeah. That was just a warning to him, to be honest. Just sick and tired of people thinking that because I'm streaming I'm not gonna kick people or something. If they're consistently trolling. Okay, that was my own fault. Who's gone off in a combine? Carturix, you don't need to combine. I've got a much better plan. Got speed 10 Ks, 6 miles an hour. Now everyone in America, yeah, America's quite hilly, really. Like, I know that America has the Great Plains, but gonna do American maps and you don't have to worry about gates or fields or clutter. Because I've seen a few people complaining that the American map has clutter and that's bad somehow. If somebody wants to grab one of the other trucks and a second trailer, that'd be great. Just so we get a constant rotation going on this. This New Holland's my favorite car. I see this thing so much in real life. Like, it's between this and the Jaguar. The American community could start fighting empty. They really could at times, Tom. I'm not gonna lie. Like, granted, there's a large part of it that's perfectly fine. But oh my god, some of the American community is just so incredibly toxic. The same can be said of any community, really. Make that 4. We don't need 4. The BGA is just there. You cultivate a bit after? Absolutely, Charlie. I'm not going to stop you from doing work. If you want to cultivate, you can cultivate that field that I just harvested, or plow it. In fact, it probably needs plowing. If you were to get a PC for Farm Sim and other games, what would I recommend? Whatever you can afford. Basically, the best PC you can afford. Oh crap, no drive control. Merlin, you can drive on the crop if you need to. I have crop destruction turned off. This input lag is terrible. I don't recall the input lag being this bad in multiplayer before. It seems to be a new thing. It's one thing Ballincraig needed a lot of things. Ballincraig needed, I think, it's my own personal opinion here, I think it needed a complete redo from what it was. The Soyuz launch. Oh crap, how many of the rockets actually went up today? Because they all got scrubbed yesterday. Apart from the Indian one, I think. There's supposed to be one. Wait, only one of the 5 launches actually happened. Delta Heavy's at 140 tonight. So the Falcon also got scrubbed again. Wow. It's rare they get 2 scrubs in a row. Delta Heavy is at 140. Although I'm watching the Delta Heavy. That's a unique launch. It's the only rocket that sets itself on fire before it goes to space. Oh, is that still a thing, young stars? I thought that bug was fixed. Don't know what kicked off the sensor yesterday. It's a good reason, I guess. Quick. Move. Let Deutz have a turn. He's only got 3 small trailers anyway, so this shouldn't take too long to fill him up. What happened to the... was it the New Glen? Was the other one supposed to go up? Yesterday that got scrubbed. Do you know what's happened to that one? I saw the Delta scrub. I was really getting excited because they were like T-5 and then scrub. Scrub position broken, not working for you. I have it switched off on the server, but you can turn it on and off, kind of at will. Deutz, are you on keyboard? Because your driving is very not in a straight line. Where can you watch that? Watch the Delta launch? I don't know, but I usually use spaceflightnow.com. They removed it for grass. Oh, joy of joys. I never liked that it worked on grass. The deltas are so ridiculous. Like, they literally set themselves on fire before they go to space. That shouldn't be a thing rockets do. Harry, scoot back. I know that you like trolling Deutz, but scoot back. Also, I'm not entirely sure that your front trailer is actually full Deutz. It's only payback. Oh, your front trailer must be full if it's doing the... Come on. It's on us not destroying crops. The crops have to be at like certain growth stages. Deutz, are you full? The crops have to be at certain growth stages before you can destroy them. And certain crops just have it off for some reason. Harry, you need to scoot a bit to the left. Because this is a bit picky. You need to be a lot farther away than Deutz was for some reason, and I'm not even sure why. About there is good. Can I imagine that sensor in real life? What do you mean? It's another thing people are now complaining about removing... I didn't even know that it was gone. I was confused. I thought I was doing something wrong when none of the grass was getting destroyed. Somebody should actually probably try and compact in the pit. Deutz, I know that you want a cart, but could you do the compaction? Because that'd be awesome and helpful. There's somebody already compacting? Good. Because when we're bringing in truckloads like this, if there's somebody already compacting, that's fine. But if not, just like somebody do it. 2:03 p.m. It's an odd time. 14. That's no, it's about in line with what it was. That'll be fine, Charlie, because I'll be finishing the stream in about 10 minutes. Ravenport has bigger fields. It does. Yes. Welcome back, Star. Ravenport has much bigger fields than Felsbrunn because American fields in general tend to be bigger than European fields. Generalizing a lot there, but it's true. Hey, Lewis. Yeah, first stage is going to be fully expendable for once as a Falcon. Used to be the case where a landing Falcon was the rare one. Now it's the expendable Falcon's rare. It looks weird. Like you get so used to seeing it with the landing legs and grid fins and all that associated stuff. To see one just running naked, it's just like the Falcon looks wrong. That rocket, it doesn't look like the right shape for a Falcon 9. Where did I put my e-cig? There it is. Young stars, that ain't gonna happen ever. Being very blunt, they're never gonna put tobacco in. Because they're, the PEGI 3 rating is very important to them, and if there was tobacco farming, they'd lose it. The same if there was a very high likelihood it would happen as well if they put in hemp or something like that. I know there's a lot of stuff that's really popular that people want to see in, but Farm Sim and Giants would lose the PEGI 3 rating if it was put into the game. Why make rockets to crash? It's cheaper, Thomas. Well, it's not cheaper. It's how do I explain why rockets crash? It's more fuel efficient. This is ridiculous. It's more fuel efficient to crash a rocket than it is to try and land it. Because if you're sending a rocket up and you don't plan on recovering it, you just send it off to crash, you can use every drop of fuel that it has. If you're sending it up with the intention of bringing it back down to land, you actually need to keep some fuel in reserve for the as SpaceX do, the entry burn, the landing burn, and what are the 3 burns? The boost back, entry, and then landing burns. You gotta keep fuel back for that, and you actually have to carry more of the ignition stuff. The Air Force bought the rocket, so they choose what happens. And apparently, the required orbit and weight of the satellite is such that they just can't do a boost back. See you, sir. I think it makes more sense to not have the grass be destroyed by crop destruction. Because in real life, like, grass is near impossible to destroy. Like, you just drive over it and it pops back up, like, just like it does in game. Like, it might get flattened, but it never gets destroyed. And the mowers generally are running low enough to the ground that it doesn't make much of a difference if the grass is flat on the ground or not. Get a big net, we'll be fine. Isn't that what they're trying to do with the fairings? Do they not have... Is Mr. Stephen, their fairing catcher ship, not just a ship with a giant net on it? On the top. This, by the way, is actual rocket science. Is SpaceX have a ship that just has a giant net on top to try and catch fairings. Did I see in last week's crash? No. I know they're getting closer to actually getting it into the net now. But they do keep accidentally crashing the fairings. What wheel do I use? Logitech G27. My little baby. I prefer like a... I love Logitech, I really do. But I prefer Thrustmaster or even a Fanatec. Just because they're belt driven and they're a bit quieter. Thank you very much, James. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, please do the like button. This is probably going to be your last chance and the last call because that will be ending very soon. I'd like to get 30 likes or 50 likes, but I'll be happy with like 40, 35 or 40 at this point. Do I have a joystick? I've got two joysticks actually, Harry. I've got one that's crap that I never use, and I've got a really good Thrustmaster one that I only really use for flight sim because it's big. It's big and chunky, and like I take my entire wheel assembly off the desk. And I will be after this stream, just taking the entire wheel assembly down, because it takes up the majority of my desk. Set password for the server. I think it's full, but there's the server info. Looking forward to seeing Falcon Heavy again. Yeah, that thing looks ridiculous. That's a real Kerbal Space Program rocket. Well, we got this booster that works, so we wanted to be... have I seen Mark Armstrong? I've spoken to him a few times, Lewis. He, for a short period, came into the TeamSpeak with us, and he hasn't been on in a long time. But yeah, I know of Mark. He gets a butt ton of money and a lot of stuff sponsored. I'd love to be in his position where I could have that kind of stuff. I have a bunch of Falcon Heavy pictures as my desktop background. Because, like, with Windows... I think it was Windows 7 started this, where you could have the slideshow as your desktop background. I've had that for ages. The dual landing. Just like... Like, here's the thing. Elon Musk had said before that launch... that the side booster landings weren't going to look like the animation because they were going to intentionally like delay one of them, and then they just changed their mind apparently midway up, and it was perfect. Like SpaceX in the space of what 4 or 5 years went from being the first to land an orbital class booster to landing 2 at the same time. Deutz, why did you end up over there? Wheel loader's not needed. I missed a bit. That's fine though. Yeah, when in doubt, use a forage harvester. It works a lot better than you'd actually think. Let me know when Landy's live, by the way, guys. And I'll end the stream then. Here we see the wheel loader return to its natural habitat, the silage pit. Cool, when it rains, makes puddles in the fields. That would be awesome, young stars, but the amount of work that would need to be done for that is insane. I know Giants are working on dynamic terrain, but it's still a while off because it's such a difficult thing to actually implement into a game. And pretty much every game that has it, with the exception of Spin Tires, is kind of half-assed it. Giants don't want to do that. And even Spin Tires, they only do it because... The only reason Spin Tires actually works with dynamic terrain the way that it does is because that's all Spin Tires really does. Farm Sim's got a lot more moving pieces that would have to integrate with the dynamic terrain. I'm guessing you're full, Harry? Oh no, you're not. Merlin just got a bit too close. I'm guessing you're now full, Harry. Hey, Rabbit Man, how am I doing? Frustrated. Giants are good when they made this game. There's a surprising number of people, young stars, who disagree with you. There's a really surprising number of people who think FS19 is a step backwards. I disagree with them. But then again, I don't know. Maybe having met Giants in person has clouded my judgment of that somehow. Or my judgment of the game, and knowing that literally everybody that works there is a really nice person. I don't know. But I just couldn't disagree with more with the people who think FS19 is a step backwards or a mistake. I do agree, however, with the people who think that maybe it should have got more time in development, but at the same time it couldn't have got more time in development. They had to get it out when they did. There wasn't really a chance for them to delay it any more than they did. From the traditional launch window of the end of October. That's my FS19 mini rant. It's not much of a rant when I'm actually being positive and just saying the people that hate this are wrong. Yeah, like the one criticism that I do have, and it's something that Giants have no control over at all, is that it releases a horrific time for modders and for mods, because we won't really start seeing mods until January. And from a pure business YouTube point of view, it's terrible for YouTubers because it means that people are going to be more and more burnt out than ever of the Giants maps. Could literally somebody come help? I think, Sam, it's people who... And I'm kind of one of them, got a bit comfortable with the mods in FS17 and are kind of forgetting that the game didn't have most of those mods. Like, didn't come with most of those by default. Because I keep forgetting there's no drive control in the game, and it's really frustrating me that I keep forgetting that and just shooting off in a random direction. But at the same time, you know, it's the way the base game is. I kind of wish there was a shuttle control that you could use, but at the same time, it's up to Giants. It has to be friendly to console controllers, which I don't think there's enough controls left to have a shuttle available. You make mods, do they have to be confirmed by Giants? No. If you make mods and you want them to be on console, then yes. Otherwise, no. You can just release mods wherever you want. Landy's live, thank you! Get to the end of this pass here and then we'll call it a stream. Harry's managed to get too close now. We'll call it a stream after this pass. There we go. And that is going to do it for today, guys, as Harry rams me out of the way. Thank you. I'll hand you over to Landy right now. I'm going to have some Project Cars 2 career mode in the very near future on the channel. Because I was looking at that poll and holy crap, you guys want Project Cars career mode. Or Project Cars 2 career mode. Is the shuttle control model out? Sam, could you link it to me on Discord? I'll make exceptions for like scripts that I find super useful. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. If not, then why are you still here? Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.